I feel a sense of relief now that the wheels are turning, and things are in motion. I'm just, so thankful for this moment that it's finally real, because for the longest time I was thinking, okay, it's coming up soon, but I wasn't quite sure. So now that the single's out and I'm on tour and, I shot the video and we're mixing the album and everything like that, it's definitely, it's the beginning of a new journey, but it feels great to kind of see all this work finally coming to fruition. I think Disaster is a great first single because it's kind of like that next, it's like a natural progression from Too Little Too Late, which is, the last big single that I had officially released on a label. So it just felt like, the right, the right transition to make. And, Marvin's Room was a total surprise that people responded to it the way that they did. But I wanted to give my fans that had been patiently waiting, one of those big pop records that I love to sing, and there's still definitely a soulful element to it, I think. I think that in any type of record that I do, you're going to hear that. You're going to hear my R&B influence, even some hip-hop influence, and definitely a soulful vocal delivery. But I really like to rock. I'm just feeling a little angsty lately, so I really want to, headbang and rock out. But there's so many different things that inspire me. So, pop music, rock music, urban music, it's all kind of, I like to just have this big pot of gumbo and just eat it all up. Disaster is about, how we get into a relationship and things are great and there's that young, passionate, crazy love and you can get wrapped up in it and you have this thing that you hold in your hand and you cherish so much, but sometimes it can slip out of your control and turn into something that is not so sweet, not so awesome. And that's kind of what the record is about. And it's about going through a horrible time, going through a rough time in a relationship, but coming out from it and realizing that there's, a whole world out there and that at the end of the storm, there is a light at the end of the tunnel. I'm so excited about this video. I'm like overjoyed. I haven't shot a video, for an official video for myself in a long time. So Benny Boom directed it. There's fire and stunts and motorcycles and this lead actor who plays my boyfriend, Rafi Gavron. And it's just, I think it's sexy and young and rock and roll. And it's definitely going to be a reintroduction for me as far as the way people are going to perceive me, perhaps. I haven't stopped recording for 2.5 years, really. I've taken maybe at most like 3 weeks to a month of not recording, but I've been in the studio all the time. So we finally chose the album, and now we're in the mixing, mastering part of it. Worked with Rodney Jerkins, Danger, The Interns, Mario Marchetti, Boy Wonder. Wrote with some friends of mine. Gino Barletta, Little Eddie, Red Styles, Eric Bellinger. So it's a great mix of people, and we just had a really great time and got to get, emo and honest, and I got to take slices of my life and put it into song, which is really therapeutic.
I didn't hear about the Boy Wonder stuff before. That was my first time hearing it. What does that sound like?
It sounds pretty cool. I'm so excited. I have this record that is really moody and spacey and interesting and kind of, I'm saying some stuff on there, so I can't wait for people to hear it. I'm really, really excited for people to hear the up-tempos, the ballads, and the lyrics. I paid so much attention to the subject matter and making sure it was honest and nothing was sugar-coated and that it wasn't a polite record. I just wanted it to be real. My favorite song on the album is probably this record called Elsewhere. It's a ballad, but it's driving, it's still aggressive, there's live drums on it, and it's something I'm really proud of. It looks like the album will be released in early 2012, and, don't quote me on that, but that's what we're working towards.